All right, what is going on, team? If you're new, this is the video you need to look at. For everyone that is here, this is our first time making this video. So today I'm going to show you basically a TradingView tutorial. Okay, to show you how to use this website and everything. So first of all, do not use MT4 to mark up your charts and analyze the markets. Do that on TradingView. Okay, do it on TradingView because that's where all the teaching happens and that's where all the analysis can be made. So MT4 is a bit outdated as far as its software, and not only that, but its interface and display. TradingView is a lot more updated, user friendly and easy to navigate. All right, so we're going to start out by, first of all, go to tradingview.com and make yourself an account. If you have a Gmail account, just log in with Gmail. If you have a Facebook account, just log in with Facebook. If you don't have neither one, just make an account. It is free. The reason why I say that is because you can save settings, and then once you can also download the TradingView app to where you have some analysis marked up on your laptop or so. And then if you're out on the go or at work or whatever like that, you can check the app to see how the market is doing. Do not analyze off of your phone. Just check the charts off your phone. All right, don't look at any analysis or make any analysis off your phone. But the TradingView, you can use that. It will, save all your markups and analysis that you do, and also have an account. The pop-ups happen a lot less, and you can have a wish list of just a whole bunch of charts that you want to look at. These are mine right here. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, this is the chart, okay? When you first get one, it's going to be white. All right, so if you want to change that, click this little gear right here. It says scale properties, and then go to settings. And then right here, you can change the theme from light to dark. Okay, so if I change this to light, press yes, boom, it's a white chart. That hurts my eyes. It's like having Twitter on white. Everybody has it on dark, all right? So yeah, make it dark if you want to, but that's how you do it. Go to that one down there, this little gear right here, and then click the themes and make it dark, all right? So now, next thing, also, if you want to also mess with that some more, click on the same thing. If you want your candlestick to be a different color and stuff like that, go to style. You can make them blue if you want to. You can make them white, whatever color you want. If you want your bear candles to be a different color than red, make them different color you want. Like I said, it is all up to you. So as far as these scales and stuff like that, I mean, I wouldn't really mess with that too much. Background, like I said, just kind of play with it to see what you can do. This is the background color. You see it's like a blackish color. The vertical grid lines are there. The horizontal grid lines are there. If you don't want those there, just change it to the same color as this, or make it transparent, or, do something like this right here. See that? See how it disappeared in the background? See, now we're on the vertical line, the horizontal lines, right? They do the same thing, and they disappear, all right? And that's actually how I like it. So, yeah, and then like I said, the watermark is basically showing you the Australian dollar, US dollar for this period. It'll be like the big watermark in the background. So as I change the color on that, you'll start to see it come up. See that? If you make it really bold and really solid by doing that. But I like it kind of in between like that. Like I said, these pop-ups right here, they happen, but if you didn't have an account, they would happen a lot more frequently. All right. So yeah, that's the scale properties. Anytime you want to, change the color schemes, whatever like that, that's where you go. All right. Now, this is your actual scale. So you can expand the scale by clicking, holding, and dragging it up to expand it like this, or you can shrink it by doing the same thing, clicking and holding, but dragging the mouse down to make the scale a little smaller. But anytime you see the scales like this, if you come to a chart and it looks like this, like it's all scrunched up and stuff like that, right click this scale where all the numbers are, where the pips are, click on auto fix. Boom, it fixes it automatically. All right. Now, when you do that, let's say that, I don't know, you're trying to look at something way down here below this. But if you have it on auto scale, you see if you move the chart up, it's not going to let you move it. So if you want to move the chart as a whole, right click on lock price to ratio bar. Do that, and you'll be able to move the chart like this, up and down. All right. And like I said, to get it back to normal, anytime you just want to reset the chart, just click on auto. All right, just click on auto anytime you want to reset it. Let's say that you're looking at price, which is way back here, for whatever reason. If you want to just go ahead and get to the front, click this little arrow right here, automatically scales you to the front. Okay. This right here is basically the price. It shows you right here. See what current price is in Australian dollar, US dollar, 71040. And this is basically showing you, the higher the prices they are, it's basically showing you all those in order, and then the exact opposite, down low. Okay, so like I said, when you right click, lock, and auto fix, you can do that all the time. Also, you can do other stuff. You can put on here percentages if you want to, make them regular and stuff like that. Like I said, you can just play with it, see what you like. Okay. Now, we talked about support resistance and stuff like that, right? So how do you draw support resistance lines on your charts? So let's look at this right here. You see how this market pretty much double topped right here? That's obviously some type of resistance right there, right? And you see it looks like support on the other side of it. So how do we draw a vertical line? First, we want to go right here to this little, this is like a toolbar right here. Go this toolbar right here. The top one is going to be like, your mouse cursor, okay? So right now it's on the crosshairs. So right now it's on the crosshairs and the crossbar. If you want to change that to a dot, you can do that. You can change to a dot. It'll still have the crosshairs on there. If you want to get rid of the crosshairs altogether, click the arrow, no crosshairs. Okay? But like I said, the crosshairs can help every now and then if you're trying to look at a price. Like say you're trying to look at this wick right here, you see where it lines up at, the crosshairs help you see where that lines up at. So anything like that. Now, if you want to draw a line, a horizontal line across for support resistance, you go to the second one right here, click the arrow over, you see the first one's a trend line, that's a trend angle, and then boom, you got the horizontal line. Click on it, and then go to where you want to place the line at. So say you want to place it right here on top of this, these little two double tops right here, right? And just click it, and then boom, you put a line right there. Now, to change the line in this properties, you can either go right here and click this settings once you do the line. Like I said, you see where this little toolbar is? If I click anywhere else on the chart, it's going to disappear like that. Okay. So either if you want to do it, make sure you see the little circle that pops up. Right click the circle, and then go to settings. And you can change the format of the line. You can change the color from green to red like that. You can make it thin. You can make it bold. You can make it straight. You can make it dotted. You can make it even more dotted like this. You can do different things with it, and then make that then whatever you want to do. So right now I'm just keep it as that right there. So let's say that you do that right, and you can label it. So you see where it says text align. You can label this line to where you can say I don't know, daily support. You see, you put daily support right there, and the line's always going to be on the right hand side, and boom, you got a support. A support resistance line right here, and you labeled it. Okay, that's all if you want to label it or not. All right, any other time we want to change the format of it, go to settings and just change it. You can do the coordinates. Now, coordinates you can put it at a certain price. So let's say that I have my support resistance at 73750, right? So all you gotta do is just go in here, change this number to 73750, and TradingView will put that right there. See where it says 737,350? So it didn't really move much. So let me show you something like it can actually move. Let's go to 7,300. Boom. See how it moved to that exact, it moved to that exact price point, okay? So anytime you want to do that, you can do that as well. All right. Let's see what else you can do with a line. Visibility, yeah, you can make it transparent or whatever like that. That's all up to you. Okay. Now, if you want to get rid of a line, all you can do is right click on it, and you can press this remove down here, or you can just click on it and hit the backspace or the delete key on your keypad, on your keyboard. And that's how you delete it. Okay, so that's how you draw your support resistance lines right there. So right here you got a horizontal ray, basically just a ray line is like half of a line. You got a vertical line. If you want to put a vertical line somewhere, say the market's moving, you don't want to lose your place. Click on the vertical line, like okay, last time I left off on the market was right here. Boom, put a vertical line right there. And by the time you come back to the charts and say, oh, this happened, you're like, okay, that's all. That's okay. Let me study that. That's what happened while I was gone. Let me study that. Okay, and delete the same way. Click on it, right click, click remove, or just do what I do. Click on the line, delete, which on your keypad. Like I said, all right here in this toolbar, there's different type of lines. You got arrows, cross lines, stuff like that. So a bunch of tools in there for you to use. But the main ones that you're going to be using, of course, is a horizontal line for support resistance. Trend lines, of course, if you want to draw a trend line. So you can take that, you can draw a trend line from one point in the market down wherever you need it to be. See that? You can put it anywhere, and then it's a two-click process, and then boom, put it right there. So that's what you want to do. And you format that the same way you format everything else. right click it, settings. Like I said, you can make it yellow, you can make the line thin, you can make it dotted, whatever you want to do, play with it. All right, and lines and stuff like that. And like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. That's why we don't really go over it in our classes. But yes, that's how you draw a trend line. Okay, so now basically that's what that whole section is. So you see how the stars are by them. If you use a certain tool a lot, you can click this star right here, right? And then it'll add it to a toolbar right here. See, this is the stuff I use the most. My toolbar is pretty full. So as you can see, if I unclick the star, my trend line disappears. But if I re-click it, it puts it right back over there. So if you use it a lot, instead of going over here, clicking this arrow and stuff like that, you can have it in the toolbar up here and just move it up here, and then boom, it's right there, easy access. Now, another way to draw a horizontal line, you can either do that, or you can do it the way I usually do it, which we're going to draw a support resistance line in the same area. The top is double top, right? Hold down the Alt key and press H for horizontal, and then boom, there goes your line. I didn't have to click on this or on my toolbar. Same thing for vertical line. Hold the Alt key, V for vertical. Boom. Okay? That's the only time that works for horizontal lines and vertical lines. Other stuff, you have to actually go to it and click it. All right? So the next column is basically where you're going to see your Fibonacci at. Everything else around here, we don't really use. Okay? I don't even use. All I use is Fib time zone, the Fibonacci extension, and Fibonacci retracement. And if you're not on intermediate 1 yet in the course, you don't know what Fibonacci is right now, but once you get to that course, you will. Okay, so this is the Fibonacci retracement. It's going to be right here on the third column down where this little pitchfork is. Click the arrow, and there it is down here. And if you want to use it a lot, which I'm pretty sure you are, yeah, of course, push the star. All right, so let's say you're trying to measure this move right here, right? We're going to click our Fibonacci up here on our toolbar that we favored. We're going to click from the top. It's a 2-click process. We go from the top down to the bottom to our most lowest wick, and boom, that's how you draw Fibonacci on TradingView. That's how you use it. And how do you format it? The same way you do everything else. Right click one of the circles for the whole tool, go to the settings, and this is how you format it. You can make it all one color. You can make it different colors, yellow, whatever like that. You can extend the lines, have extended lines to where that's how I like to do it. I like to have extended lines like this so I can see it all the way across. But you don't have to, you know, you can, because usually that option is already, when your stuff is new, it's already like this. It's just like half, which I don't like. I like the extended lines all the way through. And like I said, you can click on which Fibonacci price you want. Let's say that I want the 236 or the 50% or the 886 to pop up. I unclick those and look. Only got the main levels of fib. Wow, I did do that. I only have the main levels of fib: 382, 618, 786. But if I want to add extra ones, I just click this check marks on these, and that's it. Like I said, I can make the lines solid. I can make them dotted like that. I can make them even more dotted like that. You know, it all depends on what you want. So it's all you. And the trend line basically what it's talking about is this. The little, when you take your mouse and click it from one area to the other, that's what it's talking about. And it's good to have one of them dotted and one of them solid because you don't want to confuse yourself. On down here, like I said, the background, which is that color that you get when you first get it, it's already checked half the time, and boom, that's what it's talking about. You can make it transparent, you can make it solid, which that is stupid. But yeah, you can do that or just take it away altogether. That's what I like to do. I like it clean and cut. On my black chart, make it yellow. That's just my preference. It don't have to be like that. And yeah, that's pretty much how you format fib. That's how you draw it. As far as chord and stuff like that, I wouldn't worry about it. All you want to worry about is style. If you don't want the 0% on there, take it off. If you don't want the 100% on there, take it off. So you can just have your pure fib. All right. So that's how you do fib. And like I said, it is just a two-click step process. Okay. So again, if you want to measure, if you want to measure this move, all right. So just to be clear, let's say you want to measure this move from the 618. I'm sorry, from the 618 down here, and you want to measure that retracement right here. Just go to your fib, go to the most highest wick, click that, come on down to the most bottom wick, like that, and then boom, came back to retrace. It almost touched 786. All right, this is your retracement, and then boom, it drops. All right. And like I said, if you're not on fib yet, that'll be confusing to you until you get there. But that's how you get your fib. All right. So pretty much in this whole section is a bunch of that. All you're going to use is Fibonacci retracement and Fibonacci extension, okay? And Fib time zone is something I just personally use. I'll probably integrate it sometime soon. Next section is pretty much a bunch of artistic stuff. You got a brush, the one I just used to draw this. You got a rectangle to like box areas and stuff like that, and other little things in here. So like if you want to do a rectangle, let's say you want to box this area right here, I don't know, just something random. Click and drag, and just box wherever you want to box. You know, just see something. Okay, let's say that I don't know. Let's say that I'm looking at this this long top wick right here. Let's say I wanted to box that because I found it important. So next time I get into these charts, I won't lose it. Boom, I just box it, and boom, there you go. All right. So that's basically, like I said, those pop-ups happen. Just you know, click out of them and ignore them. That's what that section is. This section right here is just, you know, only thing I really use here is the text. You can use different stuff to play with it, but the text is kind of like you can write notes on your charts. So let's say I box this area and I see this retracement right here, and I click that area and I type in something just to keep a note. Long top wick showing buyer exhaustion. I'll just put long top wick. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I can't even spell exhaustion right now. Long top wick, okay? Let's just say you do that. Boom, you had that little note right there. You can also format it the same way. Right click it, hit the settings. I'm sorry, that was the whole chart. Make sure you're clicking that. Yeah, right click that now, click the settings. And yeah, right here, if you want to put a background on it, if you want to put a border on it just to make it, you know, more significant, you can. So look, click the check mark, boom, you got a background. Change the color of the background. You can make it yellow, whatever you want to do with it. Text wrap, you can do that as well, to where you have the whole section that you type in. You know, so as you can see, you know, you can have the whole section just what you want, okay? And you can change the font, the format, and the color of the text. And say I want the text red. Boom, there you go. All right. So it's a good way to write notes on your charts. So therefore, if you go away from the charts or something like that, you can write a note of what you saw, because a lot of times you can see something, go do something, and come back and forget why it was even relevant in the first place. All right. Right here, this little measuring stick right here, this is your fib count. Okay. Let's say that you're trying to see how many pips that was from right here down to down here. Okay. Basically, this whole bearish move. So let's say you're gonna take your fib, I'm not your fib, but you're gonna take your pip measurement, right? Click it from here. You don't have to click and drag. Just click it once and then drag it on down. And then boom, you see that little number right there? You click it to keep it right there. See this number right here says -235? That means this whole move dropped, well, not the whole move, but I got into like right here. From right here to right here of this move, that was 235 pips. All right, so since it's a drop, it's gonna say -235. So if it's a rise, like this right here, let's go from this bottom up to this top. See where the crosshairs come in handy? They help right there. Boom, 219 pips. Okay? That's how you do your pip measurement, and you can count pips and stuff like that by doing that. Right here is basically just a bunch of harmonic patterns, little indicators, stuff like that. So as you get along in advance and stuff, you will see how those can be useful. All right? And those are pretty simple to use as well. Let's see here. And down here, so let's say that you have this all marked up in your chart, right? But it's getting a little too messy, and you just want to see a certain point in the market without all the mess. Just click this little eye right here, and then boom, it clears it up for you without deleting it all. Now, if you want to delete everything, click this trash bin right here. So you can do right here, you can do remove drawing tools, you can do remove indicators, you can do both of them. All right, it just depends on what you want to do. But if you just want to, but if you just want to delete everything, just hit the trash bin right there, and then boom, it does it all for you. Now, let's say you did it on accident. Come up here, just like Microsoft or stuff like that, you have an undo button. Just click that, it puts it right back there. Okay? You got an undo button up here, and right here, this is your pair. So it's going to show you what pair you're analyzing. Not only the watermark does that, it's going to show you what pair you're analyzing. This is your time frame. This is how you switch the time frame. Right now you're on the 4 hour. If you want to go to the 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 30-minute, whatever, you can do that. One daily, you can do that. All right. That's where you go to do it. If you want to change your chart from candlesticks to a line, boom, that's how you do it. If you want to change it from that to open, high, low, close bars, boom, you can do it to that. But of course, we want to stick with these candles because those are the best ones. Anytime you want to add an indicator, this is where you go. Click on indicators. Let's say that I want to add the RSI, the relative strength index. Type in RSI. I'll put ESI. Type in RSI. Boom. You click it, and then it adds it. Okay. And if you want to get rid of it, just press that little X right there. All right. So basically, that's pretty much TradingView in a nutshell right there. Like so over here, these are your pairs, your wish list. You type in right here, add symbol. Let's say that I want to add the Swiss franc and US dollar. I do that, right? And then boom, I click on this, adds it to my chart. So I go down because I have a lot of stuff I'm looking at, which I'm deleting a lot of that because that's not healthy. So right here, that's the chart we just typed in, and boom, it shows up on there. Okay, if you want to get rid of something, of course, just press the X. And if you want to like kind of bookmark them, like I got it right here, the ones that are red, those are the ones I look at the most often. So you can make sure you have a close eye on it, because there's been a lot of times where you can be sitting here looking for a certain pair and you're just like, where to go? Just click this little red tab right here and it'll favorite it. Not favorite it, but bookmark it so you can be visible to the eye. All right. If you ever want to just do big screen, click this right here without all the extra. Okay. If you want to look at the chart like that on a big screen, just press your escape key to exit that, of course. Right here is another chart properties toolbar, like I showed you at the bottom. You can change the theme and everything about your chart and stuff like that. So also things to read and understand. Boom. Now you see at the bottom where it says September 18th, 1300 hours. All right, these are pretty much showing you from that vertical line, like I said, with the crosshairs. This is showing you on that candle. That's what that was. We're in the 4 hour. So you see this as September 27th, September 24th. Like that's how you can read in the market where exactly is happening, what you're looking at. All right. And the UTC time, make sure you can set your chart to UTC time, New York. Okay, so if you know how to read military time, I mean, all right, that's good for you. Just know that it's on Eastern time. Okay, and if you're in Texas, you're in the Central time. If you're in Ohio, like Keaton, shout out to Keaton, you are in the Eastern you're in the Eastern time zone. If you're in Arizona, you're in the Mountain time, so you're an hour behind Central time or 2 hours behind Eastern time. If you're in California on Pacific time, you're 3 hours behind Eastern time, 2 hours behind Central time. Okay, but make sure it's on New York. Okay, so you can know that it is Eastern time. So therefore, if you look at the chart right now, currently we are at 1700 hours. That means it is 5:02 p.m. right here. So 1700 is 5:02. But the way to do military time, just subtract by 12. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much TradingView in a nutshell, guys. Like I said, anything else outside of that, just play with it. A lot of stuff on this platform is extra. You don't really need like a bunch. I don't go over all this because you don't need it. All you need is right here, your watch list, which is the pairs that you watch, stuff like that. All right. So now that you guys know how to use TradingView, if you have any other questions, contact your upline, let them know, or contact me if you need to. It doesn't matter. We're all here to make sure you guys are winning. And yeah, start practicing and happy trading.